welcome. I want you to begin in a comfortable seated position today. We're going to focus on some cool transitions in our movements during this class, and I think we all need to embrace transitions because life is forever changing. So begin to root down through the sit bones. You can sit on a blanket. Crown of the head is reaching up towards the sky. Shoulder blades are gently rolled down the back body, and close your eyes. I want you to notice your overall energy. Shifting the energy away from the mind. Bring it physically in the body. Away from the head, bring that energy down the neck. Notice the sensation through the shoulders, the arms, the upper back, the chest. Bring it all the way down the body. Notice where the tension is. The lower we can bring that energy physically in the bodies, the more we ground ourselves in this present moment. I want you to begin to notice your breath. Make it a little more intentional, so begin to breathe in and out through the nose. Beginning to feel the sensation through the breath. Notice the temperature coming in and out of the nose. The sensation of the air rushing through the throat. Notice the temperature in the body. Notice if there's tingling sensations when we bring that awareness there. And from here, with every breath in, I want you to focus on creating space, breathing comfort into the body. And with every exhale, softening and melting into this seated position. I want you to take 5 more deep breaths, and by the 5th breath, truly arriving right here, right now. And after that last breath, shifting your focus to setting your intention. Maybe it's just being present, making everything that you do intentional. Maybe you're attracting something into your life, embracing this shift, whatever this intention is, believing it and trusting it. Feel it. And then we'll do one deep, deep sending breath before we continue some movement. So with that next breath in, breathe in through the nose, fill up through the belly, the ribs, the chest. Pause at the top, open the mouth, sigh it out loud and clear, like you're sending that letter into the sky. With your next inhale, flutter open your eyes. And right away, roll onto hands and knees, come in towards a child's pose. So spread your knees nice and wide here. Bring your 2 big toes together. Sit bones come back towards the feet. Begin to walk those hands out in front of you. Rest your forehead. 5 breaths through center. So with every breath, I want you to picture expanding through the entire torso, and with every exhale, you're melting. Maybe those fingertips are walking a little closer towards that top edge of the mat. Stretching the side bodies, the chest, the arms, the shoulders. Make sure there's no engagement in the back of the neck. And really using your breath to deepen and let go of any remaining tension in the body here. After that last exhale, gently root down through the palms, rise up and towards your table, and then I want you to come in towards a puppy pose. So walk those hands out in front of you or walk your knees back. Make sure your knees are directly below the hips. And then come in towards that deep extended pose. So you can rest your forehead here. You can rest your chin to get a little bit more expansion through the front body. Wherever we are, softening with every breath out, letting go of all that natural resistance in the body. Your heart's above the head. This is always invigorating for the body. Try to root down evenly through your knees. Deeply stretching the front body. Last breath. And then root down through the palms, lift yourself up, walk those hands in towards the body. Come in towards that tabletop position, and from here I want you to inhale, right arm reaches straight up towards the sky, reach, and as you exhale, thread that arm through, bringing that whole right shoulder towards the earth and the right temple down. There's a couple things you can do here. First, make sure your knees are rooted down evenly in towards the earth. You can walk that left hand all the way towards that top edge of the mat, or you can wrap that hand around the low back and reach for the inner thigh on the right side. And again, 5 breaths here. Keeping that left shoulder revolved open, twisting a little deeper. Notice if that left knee is lifting, try to root it down evenly so your pelvis is square. Deep, deep belly breaths. Last breath here. And then gently releasing that left arm, bringing it beside the face, root down through the hand, lift yourself up, take a deep breath in, reach that right arm back up towards the sky. Exhale, lower that hand down. Right away, left arm reaches straight up, reach. Exhale, thread it through, bringing that whole left shoulder towards the earth and the left temple down. And again, root down evenly through the knees. Sometimes that right knee wants to lift and we want to lean to that side of the body. Trying to anchor the lower half of the body evenly. From here, you can walk that left or right hand towards the top edge of the mat, or wrap it around the low back and reach for that left inner thigh. Keeping that left shoulder revolved open, breathing. 4 more breaths. So maybe you feel this more in the twist, maybe you feel it more in your shoulder, the front body. Breathe in towards the discomfort. Gently release that hand, bring it beside your face. Root the palm in towards the earth, lift yourself up, and right away, inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, lower that hand down. And right away, coming in towards a downward facing dog. So walk those hands forward, about a hand's distance. Eyes and the elbows come towards each other. Tuck your toes here, and then lean all the way back. Sit bones begin to reach up towards the sky. So down dog is very important that we don't straighten the legs and turn that into a high plank with a booty pop. So put that deep bend in the knees. Get that chest dipping sensation, nice flat back first, and then eventually lengthening through the legs if you have the space. So this might be your first down dog of the practice. We're going to be here for 5 breaths, deeply stretching any which way that your body is calling you to. So you can deeply bend one knee, then the other. Shift your hips side to side, move your neck, or move your head side to side. Make sure there's no engagement in the neck. With your next breath in, I want you to very gently reach that right leg up towards the sky. As you exhale, put a bend in that right knee, feeling a gentle opening through the hip. So, take a deep breath here. You have the option of staying in this hip stretch if this is enough for you. If you want to flip your dog and come in towards a wild thing, bring those right toes towards the left edge of the mat. Come onto the outside edge of that left foot. Make sure the wrist is directly below the shoulder. And then inhale, open up, bring that right arm out towards the side. Feel that beautiful heart opener. To get out of your wild thing, bring that hand back to the mat. Inhale, right leg reaches straight up towards the sky. As you exhale, I want you to very gently step that right foot between the thumbs. So now, we're going to straighten through the front leg and bend your back knee, but walk your hands towards that left side of the mat. And then straighten through that front leg, coming in towards a side squat. So for your yogi side squat, you can have your foot planted, heel planted. You can have both feet planted if that's enough for the knees. Find your nice, comfortable position. And you can have your fingertips towards the earth. You can also bring those hands to the heart. Yogi's choice. And staying for 5 breaths. Heart's reaching forward. Make sure that right knee is comfortable, not screaming at you, just that deep side stretch. And then very gently root your palms in towards the earth, straighten through that left leg, and come in towards a wide leg forward fold. So feet are parallel towards those short edges of the mat. From here, I'm going to flip around again. I want you to try keep your heels parallel with the sit bones. Your wrist can be directly below the shoulders. If this is too much, lift up, come in towards that hands on the hips with a nice flat back. And I want you to stay here for 5 deep, deep belly breaths. So coming in towards your variation, you can bring those forearms down. You can walk those hands towards that back edge of the mat. And softening, engaging the quads to protect the knees. Picture rooting your feet down, squeezing them together, not letting any parts of the feet lift. Not resisting through the face, the mouth, the jaw. There's so many sensations to tune into in your wide leg forward fold. Last deep breath. Then gently walking those hands directly below the shoulders. Heel toe your stance a little closer together. And then I want you to very gently walk your hands all the way forward to meet your front foot, coming towards that low lunge. So today we're just gonna stretch in your low lunge. We're not gonna lift up. So walk your right knee back, make sure that, left knee back. Right knee is directly over the ankle. Keep your fingertips towards the earth. Inhale, heart reaches forward, and stay here for 4 deep breaths. And then gently root those hands down. Tuck your back toe. Step back in towards a downward facing dog. I want you to inhale, right leg reaches straight up towards the sky. As you exhale, bring your right knee towards that right wrist. Knee behind the left, or as close to the left as you, or foot to the left. Walk that right knee back behind you. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. This squares off the hips and the shoulders. And then I want you to very gently lower down over that front leg. So you can have some support underneath that right sit bone if you need. Make sure your forehead is rested and soften and breathe. So it's not so important to have that front foot flexed. I want your leg to be comfortable. The knee should not be screaming at you. The feet can be active. And I'm all about exploring. So notice what it feels like to shift your hips side to side a little. Maybe you'll find a sweeter spot for a deeper pigeon. Letting go of anything arising. I find whenever we do hip work, sometimes thoughts do intrude. Things that we've tucked under the carpet for a while. Things that we subconsciously don't even know we're holding on to. So just notice. 2 more deep breaths. Gently bring your hands to the outside edge of the mat. And I want you to slowly inhale, lift up like a cobra. Exhale, gently lower down. Then bring those hands directly below the shoulders. Push yourself all the way up. And I'm not a big fan of binding here, so make sure you're not right directly on the kneecap, but to get a nice little quad release, I want you to bend that left knee. You can stay here just using the power of your body. You can reach for the foot and pull it towards the leg, only if you're not overstraining that muscle on the left side. Gently release. I want you to sink on towards that right butt cheek, and then bring that right knee, or the left foot across the right knee. I'm not with it today. So coming in towards a twist, a deep spinal twist. So here, there's a couple options. You can twist your body towards the left and hold that left knee. Left hand behind the sit bones. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to deepen. You can also go a little deeper by reaching that right arm up towards the sky. And then bring the elbow directly on the outside of the knee. And you can get a little twist, a little deeper of a twist. 5 breaths. Twisting a little deeper with every breath out. So every inhale you're lengthening, every exhale deepening. There might be some snap, crackle, pops, like Rice Krispies. Gently release, come out of your twist, unravel those legs, roll onto hands and knees on your mat, coming towards that downward facing dog. Notice the big difference between the two sides of the body here. Your right leg may be way more stretched out than the left. Inhale, find that length. Exhale, deepening. Inhale, left foot reaches straight up towards the sky. And then put a deep bend in that left knee. You can stay here, keeping the shoulders square for a deep hip stretch, or bring that foot onto the outside edge of that right side. Straighten through that right leg, wrist is directly below the shoulder, and then open that heart, reaching in towards that wild thing. Take one more breath. Then to get out, bringing the hand back to the mat first, followed by that left leg up towards the sky. As you exhale, step that foot between the thumbs. And then from here, we're gonna walk back just like we did on that last side. So straighten through that left leg, bend your right knee, and come all the way in towards that yogi side squat. So you can be on the heel, you can be on the toes on this side, you can anchor the foot all the way down, and then come on towards the heel, trying to keep your feet parallel here. You can have the fingertips down or hands at heart, yogi's choice. 5 breaths. Nice flat back, not resisting through the face, the mouth, the jaw. Yogi side squat. After that last breath, gently rooting that left foot back down, sit bones come up, walk your hands through center, pivot both feet so they match the short edges of the mat. Micro bend in the knees if you need to. Make sure nothing is screaming at you here. Engage your quads just to protect those knees. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, deepening. And feel free to come in towards whatever variation is comfortable for you. 2 more breaths through center. And then gently walk those hands directly below the shoulders. Heel toe your stance a little closer together here, and then I just want you to bring everything to the right side, little knee bend. Bring everything to the left side, little knee bend. Side to side a couple more times. And then Gently bend both knees deeply. Walk your hands forward to meet that left foot. Drop your right knee down. So walk your right knee back, soften the top of the foot. Your left knee is directly above the ankle. Fingertips are towards the earth, feeling a deep stretch through the groin, and then reach your heart forward. 4 more deep breaths. Notice softening through the groin, through the lower half of the body with every breath out, still keeping that heart reaching forward. Slight tuck of the chin to have that nice long neck. From here, very gently, release through the groin, plant your hands, tuck your right toe, knee lifts, step back towards your downward facing dog. And then inhale, left leg reaches straight up. As you exhale, knee steps behind the left wrist, foot behind the right. Keeping the feet mildly active, I want you to reach that right knee back, root the top of the foot down. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. This squares off the pelvis and the shoulders. And then slowly fold over that front leg. Rest your forehead. Make sure you're not transferring any energy from anywhere else in the body. Deep, deep breaths. Make sure you're not resisting through the face, the mouth, the jaw. Let it all go. I think that's the trick of what yoga truly is. Breath work in the body. It doesn't have to be all these fancy poses. It's just connecting your breath with your body and dismissing the workings of the mind. So noticing things that arise. One of my favorite little quotes is, the body has an intelligence the mind has yet to fathom. It's something that's just stuck with me, and I truly, truly, truly believe it. 2 more breaths, just through center. Feel free to explore. And then I want you to bring those hands directly on the outside edges of the mat. Tent your fingers, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Inhale, peel yourself into that cobra. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Exhale, lower down. And then walk those hands directly below the shoulders, lift yourself up, sink back on towards your left butt cheek, and swing that right leg out in front of you. Wrap that foot over the left knee so you can stay here if this is enough of a twist, grabbing that left knee or right knee. I'm all mixed up today. Right hand behind the sit bones. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twisting a little deeper. And it's snowing. Take 4 more deep breaths. You have the option of bringing that left elbow to the outside edge of that right knee. Try and keep that right sit bone glued to the earth. There might be some snap, crackle, pops through the spine. Twist as much as you can with this last breath. And then inhale, come back through center. I want you to unravel. And then from here, make your way all the way lying down to the back body. Give your knees a nice little squeeze, little rock side to side. Plant those feet about a hand's distance away from the sit bones. Arms are placed by your side. Today we're going to do a rolling bridge. It's a wonderful massage through the back body. So again, always picturing that imaginary block between the knees so that we're not opening the legs, and keep the mounds of the big toes rooted down. All parts of the feet rooted down. And with your next breath in, we're going to lift the arms and the pelvis simultaneously. So inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Exhale, lower. And you can go as fast or as slow as you need. You can also roll over the sacrum and do a little pelvic tilt to get a little massage on the booty. That's one of my favorites. And just moving this way, about 5 to 10 more rounds. Massaging that back body. It's a little bit of a core engagement. Notice the shoulders. When you do two things at once, it just makes your brain have to work a little harder. So I want you to do about 2 more rounds of these rolling bridges. I got to get myself a clock or a watch and a mic so you guys can hear me a little better. After that rolling bridge, for our inversion, we have let's do an invigorated bridge first. So bring those feet directly below the sit bones, arms are placed by your side. Root the back of the skull down. Inhale, pelvis lifts up, and I just want you to hold here for 5 breaths today. So engaging the back body, engaging those legs, feeling your heart above the head. This is a beautiful back bend. Heart's reaching forward, lifting a little deeper with every breath in. This pose helped me heal myself after I fractured my SI joint. Bridges and chairs, I'm all about the strength building along with the stretching. Gently lower down 1 vertebrae at a time. And then give your knees a nice little squeeze, little rock side to side. Bring the soles of the feet together, coming in towards a lying down cobbler's pose. And just let the knees fall open here. So the closer the feet come in towards the groin, the deeper the stretch will be. The more of a diamond you make, the easier it might be on the groin. So yogi's choice here. Hands can be on the floor, on the legs, one on the heart, one on the belly. Softening, 5 deep, deep belly breaths. And then gently either wiggle the knees side to side. You can even butterfly bounce and then gently bring those legs together. Give the knees a squeeze, little rock side to side. And do any last little movement that your body is calling you to do. So if you want to do legs up the wall for Shavasana, you can totally do that. You can also do, I actually highly recommend legs up the wall if you are in a place to do so. So, dun dun dun. You can always lower your legs and come in towards that lying down position, but to do legs up the wall, I recommend putting your mat in half. From here, we'll do a little yogi side squat as close to the wall as you possibly can, and then sink your butt down towards the earth. Then do like a little windshield wiper swing up the wall. So it's very important here that you make sure that you're not too close to the wall if it's making your low back lift. So I want your low back to be grounded before you even focus on your legs here. Your entire back body to be grounded. So root the back of the skull down. Shoulder blades are gently rooted down. I want you to have a slight tuck of the chin. Then, if you can scoot up and get a little closer, feel free. Make sure the mid-back isn't lifting. Grounding down. Now focus on the legs. You can make it a little intentional by rooting the heels in towards the wall and flexing the toes towards the body. Or sometimes I just like to hang out and let the pelvis do its thing by just simply relaxing. You can just let the feet follow towards the side and surrender. If you want to elevate the hips and put a blanket or a bolster underneath just to get a little bit of pressure off the back body, that's also possible or doable as well. And the trick here is surrendering, letting go of everything. So if you're naturally resisting in the face, the mouth, the jaw, I want you to let it all go. It's a very passive stretch for the hamstrings unless they're speaking at you. So if they are, feel free to have a little micro bend. Always listening to your body. It doesn't matter what anything looks like. It just matters how it feels. And to make it a little more intentional, you can root the back of the legs in towards the wall and get a little deeper. It's a wonderful way to realign the back body, realign the pelvis. Flatten out. That's why I think Shavasana is so important too. As human beings, we don't lie flat on our backs. We're always supported by big comfy blankets and beds and things. So we'll be here for about a minute, trying to soften. Notice what's going on in the low back as you surrender. I feel like the body naturally resists until it just has a little bit of time to soften, or unless we bring that awareness in. Sometimes we don't even know where the tension is. So you have a choice of staying here for your Shavasana, or you can begin to slide those feet down the wall. And then come onto one side, very slowly and gently roll your mat back out. And then make your way in towards that beautiful lying down position, preparing for the most important pose, that Shavasana experience. So I want you to right away begin to relax your feet. If your legs are still up the wall, just letting go of all engagement here. Relax the ankles, the shins, the calves. Relax your knees. Relax the thighs, the sit bones, soften the entire torso, the front body, the back body. Find that organic breath. Relax your shoulders all the way through the arms down to the fingertips. Root the back of the skull down, soft through the scalp, the ears, the face, the mouth, the jaw. Relax the inner and outer corners of your eyes. The space between the eyebrows. And last but not least, relax your mind. If you find yourself drifting, come back to your breath. Come back to your body. Do you feel your heart beating? Shavasana is a perfect time for you to come back to you. So letting go of everything else for this next little while. Shavasana. I'd like you to gradually take in deeper breaths. Begin to bring that awareness back in towards the body. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, maybe a stretch overhead, or hug the knees in, whatever your body is calling you to do. And depending how you feel energy-wise right now, if you have anything that you have to do for the rest of the day, I want you to make your way onto the left side. If you have nothing else going on, make your way onto the right side. The right side is accommodating for the body. The left side, the heart a little bit lower. It'll pump a little harder, giving you a little bit more energy flow, more blood flow, resulting in more energy. So pick your side. Make a little pillow with whatever hand is on that side. Let everything come back to you from that Shavasana experience. And then whenever you feel ready, I want you to root the free palm down, push yourself up and towards a gentle seated position. And then begin to set up that brief state of observation. Crown of the head's reaching up towards the sky, shoulder blades are rolled down the back body. Close your eyes, noticing how you feel post-practice. This feeling, this sensation right here, right now. This is why we do what we do. Take a deep breath in through the nose, fill up through the belly, the ribs, the chest. Pause, open the mouth, sigh it out loud and clear. And with that next inhale, flutter open your eyes. Bring those hands to the heart. The light inside of me honors the light inside of each of you. From my heart to yours, namaste. And our message, dun dun dun, for this lovely hump day, Wednesday. This is really weird week for me. I haven't seen anybody for a while. And I'm talking to myself on my phone now. It's just such a strange time. But I'm okay. We're all okay, and that's all that matters. 36. Very colorful. Revealed. Do you know how beautiful you truly are? It is time to stop hiding from the world. The universe is calling you. You have so much to offer and so much to give. This card is a reminder for you to see who and what you truly are. You are part of the one. You are beautiful and perfect in every way, and when you hide yourself, you are withholding not only your energy, but your love for yourself and love for others. So embrace yourself and all your quirks. We all have them. Let yourself be free and let yourself shine. Wow, I love it. And I hope you yogis have a wonderful day, and I will catch you next week. Mwah. Bye.